Welcome back to another episode of the Inquisitive Mamba Podcast. This is episode 36. We have a special guest joining us in the studio today. As always, we have Maxi Max AD producing us, getting us the cameras all ready, and let's pan to and talk to Raymond Williamson.
How's it going, guys? I'm pumped to be here.
Well, I'm ready to start this show, and how about that Georgia-Alabama game last night, folks?
No, honestly, I was watching at this restaurant last night, and such an intense game. You could just tell, like, everyone out there was just putting their heart out there, you know?
Yeah, it was insane. And to seal it with the interception was pretty impressive, especially to do it against Nick Saban.
Yeah.
You don't see that very often.
And it's funny because Max tweeted, he's like, I was sleeping, I was laying in bed, and anyone catch what happened? And I tweeted at him, I said, Alabama won 33 to 18 off the interception. But hats off to Georgia for coming to play, and hard to beat a team twice in the regular season.
I mean,
so
it's pretty crazy though. Like the quarterback, you know, his journey to get there. You know, all the things he went through. You just kind of saw, like, you know, he faced adversity, and then he beat the best college team ever. You know,
yeah, insane,
crazy stat. So next thing we got is the NBA tonight. We got the Grizzlies and the Warriors going at it, and Golden State's -2 tonight. John Moran and Steph Curry, two of the best teams in the West, going at it. No Dylan Brooks tonight, but Klay Thompson is back. 17 points against the Cavs the other night. And I want to know who you guys are going to take. Grizzlies or Warriors?
I got to go Warriors, man. Like, with Klay being back, I just think there's a new type of energy. You know, they're bringing, you could feel it, you know, forward.
Klay coming back was huge for the organization. Everyone in the Warriors organization loves Klay, so it's good to see him back.
Yeah.
You going Warriors or Grizzlies tonight?
Warriors. How do you bet against the Warriors ever? You don't bet against the Warriors against anyone in the NBA.
I don't know. I mean, John Morant, he's looked
pretty
good this year.
Intense.
Yeah,
he has.
Yeah.
And who else on that team?
Jaren Jackson. I mean, Dylan Brooks is out now.
Never heard of him. Heard of him.
Darren Jackson, come on now. Anyways, so how about Brian Flores being fired from the Miami Dolphins? I don't think most people expected that one, but quick stat here, quick fact, because Max is a big stat guy. He was 24-25 with his 3 seasons for the Dolphins. He did have 19 wins in his last 2 seasons, but he's unemployed as of now, but supposedly he might be taking the Bears head coaching job. So what did you think of when Brian Flores was fired?
I mean, honestly, you got to factor in the stats, you know, production, but what I heard was he let someone else do the defensive play and calling, and then he took over like mid-season, kind of turned it around for them. But it's unfortunate, but that's how that business goes, and you know, I wish the best for him.
That's showbiz.
Absolutely. Now I think he'll find a job after. But how about this one quickly to wrap the sports talk up here? Chauncey Billups last night said Kyrie Irving is he's the most skilled point guard he's ever seen play the game. Now that's a pretty hot take because there's been a lot of point guards that are just as good as Kyrie throughout, you know, the NBA. So Max, what do you think of that? Chauncey Billups, it's a pretty hot take.
Yeah, I mean, other than Steph Curry, I could see he might be the best point guard ever. But
skilled point guard? Yeah,
I mean, Steph Curry obviously has that in the bag. Maybe Magic Johnson's up there too. Chauncey Billups is maybe smoking some crack. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a pretty hot take to close that off here, though. But Raymond has some exciting news, and I think the floor is his.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. And I just want to give a shout out to Max for letting us come here and, you know, use his equipment and stuff like that. So thank you, Max.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I mean, this I got something in the works that I've been working on for quite some time now, like 7 months. Obviously, I posted a little bit about it on social media, but I haven't gone into a lot of detail just because, you know, I kind of want to keep people just on their toes, you know. And yeah, I'm creating alcohol, and, you know, coming from the construction industry, you know, that's what me and my family do. That's what we're known for. It's definitely a change, you know. But
well, I'm excited for us all to be here and to try out some of these seltzers, because I know we talked about this briefly, you know, over text, and I see some pretty cool flavors here. But, you know, I got to ask you, to be, you know, 24 years old, you know, and start your own, you know, company is a remarkable, you know, achievement as it is. But to start your own alcohol company, you know, is even cooler. So I want to get right into it, and I want to, you know, taste some of these right now.
Yeah.
Well, so what's it called? Tell us what's it called.
for example, it's a local company, so I kind of was like, what can I do to kind of integrate that with my company, because I do take pride in, where we're from. I think there's a lot of opportunity for, to use that. And so I went ahead, I was like, how cool would it be to have like a Sanibel Sea Grape Seltzer,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so here I have the Sanibel Sea Grape.
What's the brand name?
So what I got is the mother company is the Williamson Spirits Company, and then I have Sunset Island Seltzers, and basically the Williamson Spirit Company is gonna own the line of seltzers. I'm gonna continue to just roll out with different flavors, different things. Yeah, I'm pumped, man. It's all local. It's handcrafted premium vodka. It's corn based, organic corn. There's like 2.3 grams of carbonation that's gonna go into them. But
And is there any other local seltzers that are in the market right now?
honestly, the only one I can really think of is there is Sundial, and there is Fort Myers Brewing Company, and I want to say that's it though, but I'm just not totally sure yet. I haven't seen anything out there. I mean, you got like the High Noons, the White Claws, the bigger companies.
I think considering how saturated the like local beer market is, like
Yeah.
every place has their own local beer. Every brewery
Yeah,
has Fort Myers beer, but I think the seltzer market is not locally tapped.
I have to agree. And like, you just think about like, you walk into like Fort Myers Brewing Company, what they have over there is incredible. It's something that I want to be one day, just have something that families can go to, enjoy themselves, bring their children, have games there, have all my products there. And it's just have like the food trucks, it's just a great, vibe.
Environment. It's a great environment.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And like I said, I'm pretty anxious guy, and I'm ready to try one of these
Let's
out.
try,
So
man.
let's do it.
So let me read them off, just for everyone.
Yeah. So give us the flavors.
Yeah. So I got the Sanibel Sea Grape. I got the Matlacha Mango. I got the Captiva Pineapple Coconut. And then I got Boca Grande Black Cherry. So you guys do notice that there is some dye in there. And me and my partner came to a conclusion that we're going to go clear. And I got it, I posted on Instagram my story. I don't know if you guys saw.
I did see that last night.
I swiped up,
like so many people gave me their opinion, and I appreciate that so much. And just because it's important to get people's feedback,
Absolutely.
Because it's, you can't be totally selfish and you're like, oh, this is my product, this is how I want to do it.
Right.
Like if it's for everyone, you got to get everyone's opinion,
Absolutely.
So let's try, man. I mean,
Let's do it.
We don't have any cups, so we'll just waterfall it.
Oh yeah, we'll be all right.
You know?
So we've got what's this one, orange one right now?
So I'm holding the Sanibel Sea Grape. I'll let you try it.
Okay, here we go.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'll come up there and
Yeah,
grab a few.
Come on up here. Sanibel Sea Grape
I've already tried them.
Guava.
So. Yeah, man. Here. There you go.
I like this one. It's not too tart. It's not too sweet. It's just kind of right. And
just
it's at the.
Just FYI, guys, there is no carbonation in right now, just because it's to get the full taste
Flavor.
effect.
Right.
You know?
And it's juice that is mixed with the alcohol.
Basically, my distillery,
Go ahead.
they have, it's all formulated. It's all, it's chemically,
Yeah.
brought to. I don't know how to explain it.
How
but
it's
out of
behind
my
the scenes.
it's out of my pay grade.
Wow.
I just pay the guy. He makes it for me.
That's really fucking
So
good.
what'd you think? What'd you guys think?
That's pretty darn good, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. Like,
Yeah.
Did you
so
try
I could
the-
see how it was carbonated. It's got a real juice flavor, like a serious.
It does, and it's not too strong, Max.
It's not too strong. No, for 5% too, that's not strong at all.
No, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
And once you add the
Yeah.
carbonation there, you won't taste any of the alcohol at all.
And then
Absolutely.
let's try the Matlacha Mango. See what you guys think. I know what
Alright.
I think about this one, but I want to see what you
Max,
guys
let's
think.
try it at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. Let
Ready?
me open it up.
Waiting for you. This one's a little stronger.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think just a little bit when it came down, it's a little bit stronger than the first
What'd you
one.
think
Really?
though? Like the taste wise, what does it remind you of? To me,
There's
it's like
there's coconut in it.
it's like a peach. Gives me a
It's like a
peach vibe.
it's
Really?
Like a
it's
peach mango.
Joey, make sure you talk into the mic.
Sorry, it's like a peach mango, kind of like an Arizona tea.
Yeah,
What-
it gives that.
Mhm.
Oh
Is that-
yeah, I can see
you
that.
know, So
And-
like, would you guys critique it? Would you guys fix it? Would you?
I mean, it's hard to critique without the carbonation and stuff,
Yeah,
you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the carbonation's not gonna. It's gonna throw it off a little bit, but overall, this is what it's generally gonna taste like.
But I think carbonation masks a lot of the alcohol taste.
Yeah.
That
No, I agree.
that you get, and it not that it tastes strong or anything.
And
It is
then-
super. You don't. I feel like the flavors are strong enough that they'll break through the seltzer.
Yeah.
Right
yeah.
on a White Claw, like on a White Claw seltzer, there's not super punchy flavor, right? It's more of the carbonation taste, but this is super fruity.
And just FYI, guys, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but most of the seltzers that are on the market are hard seltzers, and this one's gonna be just a seltzer. It's gonna be less carbonation than the regular, people. It's gonna be less filling, less give you that burpy feeling. It's gonna be a lot easier to go down,
Holy shit! Have you tried the pina colada, Joey? The pineapple coconut?
If you like pina coladas. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. I'm ready.
You can really taste the coconut in the aftertaste there.
Yeah.
The pineapple.
Is this lemonade or Gatorade?
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm gonna rank them.
I feel like I'm on a tropical island drinking that one.
Hold on, we got to
Yeah,
taste the last one
right?
too.
I like that one. That
Joey,
one's-
we got to give them our 1 to 4 ranking at the
Yeah.
end.
Okay,
Yeah.
I might have to take this home and go to bed with it tonight.
All right,
And then
black cherry.
Last but not least.
All right, here we go.
Obviously, we talked about all the names are locally
Boca Grande Black Cherry.
inspired.
If I can get it open, here we go.
Boca Grande being just north of us.
Okay, those like hope my lips didn't turn purple, but what's the popsicle or the not like the icy basically. It tastes like one of those.
Did you like it or no?
It tastes pretty good. Yeah, I like it.
I'm trying to figure out which one I like the best.
Max, you ready to do 1 through 4?
Hold on, I'm tasting. Hold on.
I mean, I don't have I'm being honest that I didn't really think either out of the 4 of them they weren't bad.
I think I have a least favorite, and it's not any fault of the flavor.
It's just your taste buds or taste buds.
I don't like mango.
Okay.
I must admit.
he hates mango.
I don't eat mangoes.
No, mango is definitely a hard flavor to nail with anything.
No,
No,
so I don't eat mangoes. So I'm gonna give mango dead last based on the fact that I don't like mangoes, not based on the flavor. I think black cherry is my favorite.
Really?
I think black cherry is my favorite, and then sea grape guava is my second favorite.
Yeah, dude, that one's gonna be killer.
Okay, I'm gonna go. My favorite, obviously, I think you guys know this by now, or just from my reaction. Captiva pineapple coconut. That's my first. I'm gonna go black cherry in second, and then I'm gonna try this one again to see.
It wasn't Captiva before, was it?
It was Kea Costa by
Right.
Chance.
Yeah, we changed it since the last time we
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys changed it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so
That was my idea. That was my idea. Just saying.
Oh, it was your idea?
Well,
No, we were talking.
yeah,
we were
right.
talking about
Remember
it
that
when we were out on the
conversation?
beach.
Yeah, we're talking about it. And it's just Kea Costa coconut pie. It's just too long. Too.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to kind of shorten it.
And you're having a tasting soon, right? For the
Yeah.
public?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm actually I've worked out all the details, and next Friday at Michelis, one of my favorite local restaurants. I can't emphasize it enough how much I love that restaurant, and just the management they have there. I know all the owners personally, and they're letting me come there, set up a table, have all my product there.
No way.
I have my shot glasses. I'll have some cans, and just honestly, we're doing a raffle event. So what I'll have is if someone sends a screenshot of them following Michelis and my new Instagram page and sends it to us, they enter to our live raffle, and they can win a $200 gift card.
Oh
to
wow,
Michelis.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you're in the Fort Myers or Cape
Yeah.
Coral area, you live in.
Wait, where? Yeah, where is Michelis? Give
So
us an
it's
address and Matlacha.
Yep, it's right before the bridge. Matlacha Bridge. It's kind of next to. Trying to think. Burt's. I don't know if you guys know where Burt's is.
I don't know if I've ever been out to Matlacha.
I've
I'm
been
gonna be
out to
honest.
Matlacha.
You guys got to go.
I've been to Matlacha, but I don't know where that is
Yeah.
in particular.
It's definitely a good vibe, man.
What is it? What is it, like a sports bar? kind of
No,
thing?
man, it's a
tiki bar.
It's an Italian restaurant, but it's on the water, and they got live music literally every night.
Wow.
Any
really?
night you go, it's live music, and it's just a good crowd, man. Good people, and then honestly, that's where I go to eat, to drink.
And what was the date on that again?
Next Friday, whatever day that is.
So
I think 21st
would be the.
I got a calendar on my phone.
The 11th. So this Friday is the 14th, right?
Yeah, 21st.
So
you are correct.
Yeah, 21st.
So January 21st.
Yeah,
okay, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, man. I literally had someone come up to me the other day, randomly. He's like, "Man, like, you have no idea how many people are gonna come to this event." I said, dude, honestly, man, I don't know.
You're right.
I don't know. So it's just great to see that people support what I'm doing. And, it means the world to me that, people see what I'm trying to do. And honestly, man, I just wanted to motivate others, just because starting with my journey, like working for my dad for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
He kind of, showed me what it takes to run a business. I seen him firsthand what it takes. He runs a multi-million-dollar construction business, and I firsthand, be in meetings, shadowed him talking to customers, so I kind of just took that experience and kind of brought it to this,
Yeah.
And that's really crucial, like to get that experience, because you need that. And I made a lot of connections through that with like my dad's company, and it's crazy, man. I had this kid. I'm not gonna say any names, just to keep it private. He messaged me over Instagram. He's like, man, like, I love what you're doing, and like, I want to quit my job and come work for you.
Wow.
I said, I was like, dude, like, that I appreciate you, man, and like, as soon as I get things rolling, and I'll have something for you, and that's what I want to do, give people the opportunity to, just see, just to show people that, you can do whatever you want,
Yeah, it's more than a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
there's more out there for the world than a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. I'm not for 9 to 5, but there's at the same time, it's, it's all about experience, all about the journey, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm some like on some pedestal. I have my flaws, and I definitely, my journey's brought me to this point, but for me, this is just beginning. Like it's been hard, but it's about to get 10 times harder. Just trying to get my product out there and make everyone happy at the same time.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all about getting into the right places at the right time.
Yeah.
Do you have a window of when you're going to be getting your first shipment of cans?
I do, and I was actually talking to my can supplier today, and he's the guy that also is going to, put my design on the cans and everything, and he's like, man, like, we're looking at the end of February. I was like, he's like, I told him, I was like, dude, that works for me, but I really hope we stay on track, because it'd really be unfortunate if, we were late, but at the same time.
How cool would that be if you could get them here for Super Bowl weekend?
Dude, you have no idea.
How cool would that be? That'd be
no
awesome.
idea.
So how does that work? So once you get the cans in, then you have to send them to the bottler or the can?
So exactly. So as soon as my can supplier, he puts the logos on my cans, it's a screen print type thing. And he sends it to my distillery. My distillery fills it up, packages it, sends it to my distributor in Broward, and then I basically go pick it up, and I take it to all the restaurants and stuff like that. And right now I'm only in like 5 restaurants, just because I'm only doing a 10,000 can run, and I don't want to overdo it. Like, I don't want to not have cans for the select restaurants that, and I've had the restaurants that hit me up personally, like, hey, like, we want your stuff first, like.
Okay, so you say they hit you up personally. So, like, how did that all, like, come about? Because I know, the whole seltzer thing, but just going to, like, walking into a restaurant saying, hey, I have a seltzer.
Well, it's not even that, man.
You know them personally.
I know them personally. Like, for example, I posted something on Facebook, and she is the bar manager at Rum Runners. She saw it, and she's like, I want your, like, how do I get it?
Oh, wow.
I want it at Rum Runners.
Jeez.
Down,
and that's like, a big establishment.
Yeah.
Yes, and
huge establishment.
Today I had my can supplier. He owns a liquor store, and he hit me up today after seeing all my designs and sees I'm being persistent. I'm actually doing it. He's like, man, like, I I want to give you an opportunity. My liquor store does like $6 million in sales every year.
Wow.
And I want your product, once it's done.
And when he said that to you, how did that make you feel? You were like,
man, I'm just like, I'm pumped, man. It's a different feeling. It's a different rush. This is what keeps me going. This is why I literally go to sleep thinking about what I wake up thinking about. I've sacrificed so much to bring this to life, and like, it's just, it's crazy, man.
Now,
it's crazy.
I remember a few minutes ago you said it's been hard, but it's going to get harder. So what do you mean by that?
Just, especially with the I mean, we have to bring it up, the Corona thing, everything
right.
everything being so hard to get.
Yes.
And but not just that, it's just starting a business, like I'm doing everything myself.
Yeah.
Everything, So while I'm working a job,
yeah.
And then also trying to get my product to launch in February, it just all adds up, man. It's like, especially going into this industry, yeah, it's a huge industry and whatever, but so competitive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Luckily, I don't know. Alcohol seems to have more. People love to drink local alcohol, locally made stuff.
That's me.
I think that's going to be in your work in your favor. Is just that local name. You don't see local seltzers anywhere. Like you said, Fort Myers Brewery might be the only one with a local seltzer, and if
maybe
you can,
Scott. What is there? Scott Brewer. What is the one?
I couldn't tell you.
Scotty's.
I couldn't tell you.
who knows? But if you can get into those breweries that like have the local beers, and the wife doesn't want a beer, they want a seltzer, and you say, well, we have this locally brewed Sanibel so and so or the Captiva.
Yeah.
I think you have a really good market there.
And he's drinking, he's having a sip of a White Claw right there. But when they first came out, everyone was like, they're the new wave. But I mean, if you ask me, a White Claw is a White Claw. It doesn't really set itself apart. And the same thing with the Bud Light seltzer. It just kind of tastes like.
Well, there's a reason for that because there's a reason for that.
But this here, it doesn't taste too strong. Obviously, there's no carbonation in it, so the flavor is going to change a little bit, right? Maybe a little bit.
It's tough to say. I mean, I think so. It might change it a little bit.
But they don't taste too strong.
Carbonation. I mean, carbonation has a taste.
5% is not a lot.
Right.
That's normal. That's normal for
you won't
seltzer.
taste it, but after a couple, you'll start feeling it.
But I mean, I don't know. They just taste. They're very light. They're not sweet or they just feel like right. It just feels really beachy.
Yeah.
I think that's
what I'm trying to go
the
for.
vibe you were going for. Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Imagine hopefully I team up with. There's a huge fishing tournament in Matlacha they have every year, and I'm trying to partner up with them, get my drink to be like sponsored there, and just trying to get more involved with the community, trying to get my drinks. It's hard because I'm an alcohol company, so it's a touchy subject for some stuff, but
right.
Yeah, man.
Now I want to ask you, when did this whole idea come about?
So that's when people ask me that, it's tough because I've always been the person to try to start stuff, always like, oh, I got this idea.
Yeah.
And about 5 years ago, like I started a pontoon tour tiki hut business. I didn't get it fully completed just because I was young at the time. I was like 20, I had other stuff on my mind, but basically, man, I combined my passion for the beach, sunsets, fishing, boating, drinking, what do I like?
Just a Florida boy.
What can I do to combine all of my passions and create something? And what better thing is creating a seltzer and bringing my passion to that.
Now I know you say you worked for your dad for quite some time now. Working with him, because construction and alcohol, I guess they're not. You can't. I mean, you can mix them if you want. But did you ever?
OSHA, that's an OSHA violation. You can't do that.
Yeah, right. Did you ever think that you were going to be able to do this?
Honestly, man, I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for my family supporting me.
Yeah.
Without them, this isn't possible. And they've been so supportive about me leaving the company.
Yeah.
About me trying to do my own thing, and
I mean, that's a big step too.
Big step, you know, especially I'm at that age to where, you know, it's okay. I need to figure out my career. I need
Absolutely.
To figure, you know, and, you know, I was making a killer living with my dad, working for my dad.
Yeah.
You know, had the nice cars, you know, the nice things, the luxury life, you know. Yeah. You know, and I'm starting over, you know. It's a complete change, and, you know. But it's you. It's what you want to do. Exactly. Not what somebody else wants you to do. Exactly. And I think that's why, like, you know, I'm like, for example, when that kid DM'd me about like trying to work for me. Yeah. You know, that motivated him to, you know, he saw, you know, what I'm doing and what I'm sacrificing, you know. But we still got like a long way to go, and honestly, I'm just fortunate to be in this position, you know, and to be able to do something like this, you know. Like shout out to my dad, you know, love that dude.
Okay, so, you know, a few more things here, but we all have pictures. Max has one, I have one, you have one. So where did I know, you know, maybe some people say, oh, it's basic, whatever, but it's your design, it's your idea. So where did the can idea come from? So, man, honestly, this so much has got, honestly, like, I didn't realize what goes into like something like this, especially if you're gonna market this, if it's gonna be on the shelves of Publix, for example. You know, imagine how are you gonna advertise your product, and how's it gonna catch people's attention, you know? So, you know, I just thought of like, you know, what could I use that could bring out like a lot of bright colors, you know, attraction. And the sun, man, like the sun, that's huge in Florida. It's huge at the beaches, you know.
Sunshine State.
Sunshine State, exactly. And, you know, obviously with each flavor, I changed the color of the rays, you know. Yeah. So I think it integrates it, you know. It brings a different touch to it, and then obviously we got like the Florida palms on there. Once it's on the can, it'll be a reflective, you know, it'll be like a different texture. But on here you can't tell. But yeah, man, I'm in love with the design, you know. I like it too. It's very, you know, simple. It's not too, you know, it pops. It's nothing too vibrant. There's not too much on the design itself. You know, I think it looks just very Florida-esque. So when you guys go to, like, for example, once my product gets to like the bar, like if you go to the bar, like how would you say, like how would you want how would you say it, you know? I'm just curious. I would say I want a Sunset Island Seltzer. Is that correct? Yeah. What, like, how would you like say the flavor though? Okay.
Because I think most people would say I want a Sunset Island Seltzer, and then they say what flavor. Because you say, if you go to a bar, you don't say I want a black cherry. Yeah. You say I want a White Claw, and then they say, okay, what flavor do you want? And then you say watermelon. Yeah, that's true. True. I think definitely it's gonna be Sunset Island first, and then the flavor secondary. Yeah. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I think that's exactly how it's going to be. At least that's how it is with White Claws. Yeah. But once people say, like, we have this local seltzer, they're going to say, I'll have that. It's funny because most people are big White Claw people, but I've never gone to a bar, which is weird, and seen somebody say, hey, I want a Bud Light Seltzer. Yeah. And they ask, Bud Light Seltzers suck. So I think this is already better than a Bud Light Seltzer. Appreciate that, man. I think those are, of course. Max, can you agree with that? Oh, yeah, definitely. They're horrible. I hate Bud Light Seltzers. I mean, don't like Bud Light in general, so. Yeah. It's with the mass production though, like they're just trying to get it out there. They're just trying to fulfill the orders. You know, they don't really, it's not consistent, you know. They don't need to provide a good product when you can spend $6 billion a year on advertising. Exactly. You don't have to have the best product. Exactly. You push it in front of everyone's face and they'll order one of them. And just in, you know, the grand scheme of things, this is the first time that I've actually seen, you know, somebody has came out with their own seltzer from a place where I grew up in, and Max can probably agree with me as well. I've never seen somebody make a seltzer, you know, especially at your age. And I'm not just, you know, I'm just saying it how I see it. And it's just really cool to see that, you know, you have this drive and this energy, but it's about drive. It's about power. Yeah. I don't know the rest of it. We devour, but it's just pretty cool, you know, to sit here and see, wow, like this kid definitely has, you know, a passion and a drive, and your parents and, you know, your dad definitely had a really good influence on you to want to open up your own company, but not just like, hey, I'm opening up my own lemonade stand. You're opening up a seltzer. You got like company. Honestly, like alcohol company, because you know, you got the seltzer here, and this could lead to another alcohol product. Exactly. This is, but no one really understands. You know, my dad he's my dad, but he's my mentor. You know, the stuff, you know, he taught me, that he put me through working for him, has kind of ultimately brought me to this, you know, like,
working 50, 60 hours a week in the sun, managing crews, running equipment, setting, docks, seawalls, it's it taught me a lot, and, my dad never let off the gas, he always had me going. And, I think, he's happy with everything, he's like, man, like, this is cool.
Absolutely. Now, to wrap up the show here, I wanted to ask you, why these 4 flavor names in particular?
So honestly, man, like I basically grew up in Matlacha, Boca Grande. That's where I always went to go boating, as a kid growing up, always had a boat. The Captiva, something me and Max talked about a little bit when we hung out last time. And it was Kea Costa. I do like Kea Costa, but most people don't really know about it. If you're not from here, you don't know Kea Costa.
Right. I'm not a big... I don't know a whole lot about Kea Costa.
Yeah, it's just an island. You get there. You can only get there by boat, or you can take like a ferry.
Yes.
And then Sanibel obviously is a staple. You could be from Wisconsin.
I mean, Sandcap Guide. We're right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you did you come with the flavors first, or was it a...
So honestly, the flavors is something I did a lot of research. Like I researched, okay, like what flavors are desirable and what flavors are not desirable, because rolling, I think something that's missing in the market right now is a variety pack, but like all the flavors are on point. Cause like you ever had like buy like a seltzer pack, and
there's always the one that no one wants.
That no one,
yes, there is. You're absolutely right.
The one that no one wants to touch because why? It's gross, or like it's always at the bottom of the cooler and no one wants it.
Lime White Claw. Lemon
exactly.
White Claw.
It's so that's what I did a bunch of research on, like, okay, like I asked a bunch of people. I was like, hey, like what flavor do you like? What flavors, what flavor do you want? So I kind of just got, talked to a bunch of people and got my opinions, and kind of just that's how I went about it. And mangoes is something I wanted to use because, it's a big Florida fruit,
Tropical. Very tropical feeling.
Now,
black cherries obviously is almost every it's a staple in the seltzer market.
It's the best. That's what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah.
Now there's 4 flavors here. Obviously, once this all gets, up and going and, you get started, do you see yourself, maybe opening the door of getting more flavors?
Of course. I definitely have a lot of, future plans, but I don't want to release anything. But
right, of course.
It's definitely going to be fun, Definitely going to be a good time.
Now, to wrap up your last question, do you, in the near future, because I know you're saying in February sometime, this is, going to be releasing, officially, is merchandise in the plans as well?
Of course. And I do plan on having a launch party in February at a restaurant that I'm not set on yet, but
right.
I'm going to have merch there. I'm going to have everything. My alcohol is going to be everywhere. Everyone's going to drink it.
I think that's something we talked about last week is like, it's not just about the alcohol, it's about the brand. Like having brand allegiance, having merch, having a feeling to that brand.
It's definitely having a following because, I want when people associate with my product, I just don't want them to think alcohol. I want them to think, like, oh, like
good times.
Hey, we're going to the beach. Like, what's a better drink to have?
Yeah. If you can build the feeling around the brand, then it gives people affinity to that brand.
And I also, plan on doing like content videos, lifestyle videos.
Brand association.
Exactly, so.
Now, I know there's alcohol obviously in these flavors here, but is there any way that you would do a non-alcoholic seltzer?
I mean, I've honestly haven't thought about that. That's a good thing to bring up. Obviously, there's people out there that,
Right. They like to enjoy the
social environment
of it, but they don't like to drink.
Exactly. That's something I'll definitely think about. I haven't really thought about
because
it yet.
these here, I mean, like I said, they're not super strong, but I feel like you can definitely make a non-alcoholic one of these and people can just enjoy the flavor of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's a reason that alcoholic seltzer brand, like the market for alcoholic seltzer is like multiple billions of dollars.
Right,
and
but I'm
there's
saying
not a non-alcoholic.
I mean,
unless you're talking about Perrier.
There's always a first for everything.
Yeah,
I mean, Perrier and like soda water and stuff, but you're not going to compete with those guys.
Right.
Like no one says I want a locally brewed seltzer water.
Right. I mean, they have
Club soda.
Heineken double zero.
Yeah,
now.
that's the only one I could think of that's non-alcoholic.
Yeah,
Heineken
you can't compete with the advertisements that those major markets have.
That is true because I mean they produce a lot of.
I think that's what's special about the alcoholic market is there is such an affinity for locally brewed.
Yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this?
Max, you want to go first?
Yeah, I think I've told you, Raymond,
Yeah.
definitely, but not on the record, I guess. I mean, it's a brilliant idea. That's what I always keep harping on the local thing.
Yeah.
Like, local shit is huge.
Yeah.
Every beer or like beer guy goes on vacation and they look for the locally brewed IPA or the whatever. Go to a brewery and get locally made stuff. There's something cool about like tasting the area, tasting what's where you're from and what's different about the area. And I think the local seltzer market is pretty untapped. Like I said, the wife going to the brewery with their husband, they don't always want, like, not to be stereotypical because that's rude. But
I'm not a big beer guy. I like seltzers better. Max knows that.
How sick would it be to have a brewery on the water?
That'd be really cool as well.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it would be a hit.
That would be insane,
But see, these ideas lead to more, and you're thinking outside the box here.
Yeah.
If you wanted my opinion, like I said, they're not too strong. The flavors are just right, and they're just very tropically, beachy vibe, and they're not too hard. And I think a lot of people, the younger people, will enjoy them.
Yeah.
Our age group, and I'm not. I don't know if older adults will as well. I'm sure they will. It's just I think our group will like them just because they're beachy and tropical. And the one thing which is cool to me and does set apart from other ones is we are from here, so we can relate to. Oh, I know what Matlacha is, or Boca Grande isn't in Lee County, or Southwest Florida, but Sanibel is, and Captiva as well. So if you're from Fort Myers or you're from Lee County, you've been to the beach before, so it's pretty cool. Now this one here it's cool because you can kind of tie them into both markets. Yeah. Boca Grande's a big area,
huge,
huge. So Max, you got anything else or no?
No, I think with an untapped market and a good product, you have a winning product. So I think
appreciate that, man.
That's the thing, and I think I'm looking forward to some content we can create in the future.
Yeah, man, definitely I was talking to him on the way here. I was like, man, I want as soon as I get rolling, you're gonna be the first person I hit up.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff we can do, and that'll be awesome.
Well, I want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in. Max for taking care of the camera, Raymond for coming on the show and showing us his brand new 4 seltzers that'll be coming out in a month or so. He's having a launch party next Friday, January 21st and January 22nd.
Tasting, not launch party.
Launch party. That's in February. Excuse me. I'm just pumped about these. It'll be exciting. Yeah. Max is rolling and rocking, and you're doing great.
Yeah,
and
man.
make sure to come to the tasting test party next Friday and Saturday at, where is it at again?
Michelis.
Oh, and your Instagram handles?
Yep.
What's your Instagram handle?
It's Williamson Spirits, I think. Honestly, man.
Do you have a website yet?
Dude, it's almost done.
Almost done?
Almost done.
All right.
Almost done.
It'll be up there eventually.
Yeah. Big things coming again.
Look out for Sunset Island Seltzer.
Sunset Island Seltzer, thanks again for tuning in. We are on Spotify. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Anchor. And we throw out Instagram and TikTok clips as much as we can. Thank you again for coming on. Max behind the camera, as always.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you next time.
All right.